So you've got a manifestation, a thing that you want to create. You're holding the tension on it and you're wondering, why is it not working? Hi, my name is Elizabeth Eleanor. I'm an intuitive empath and I support people to create, right? And especially when it comes to relationships, having conscious relationships, calling in the love of their life, all the things to do with really elevating your relationships. Because when you elevate your relationships in love, in work, in, in your family, in all the areas in your life, that's when life really begins to shine, right? That's when you really get the opportunity to share your light with others and they can share their light with you. And you elevate from those really low vibrational narcissistic relationships that aren't good for your body, your soul, your nervous system, and you're in trauma response, to really elevating into beautiful, beautiful conscious relationships where you can feel safe to be whoever you are deep within, right? And I know how to do this because I have done it myself. I have been in very emotionally abusive, narcissistic relationships, and I pulled myself out of it. I did the work. I cleaned up the vibrations that were getting in the way so that I could elevate. And now, through that process, have beautiful, conscious relationships with my family, with friends, but most of all, because I was aligned with my soul and the journey of my soul. Through that process, went to the beach, only one there, and this beautiful guy walks past. My maiden name was Payne, Payne, and his last name is Makepeace. We are beautifully, in love, in the love bubble still. It's been 3 years now, maybe 4. I think it's been 3 years since we met, and to date, and still in this beautiful place, because we're completely connected on a soul level as well. So let's go back, and I want to share some, in-house secrets here that are some of the things that I share with my clients when we're working on manifesting. And I say manifesting for the community here, that it's really about creating your own life, right? Creating your world so that you are living your dreams, your desires, and what your soul's path is and came here to experience. So let's break this down. There are 3 parts to manifestation or creation. Let's say creation, right? Because manifesting is the art of creating, right? And there are 3 ways that we create. And this is why this is giving a little bit of in-house secrets here, because the woo-woo community, the spiritual community want to say, live in the love and light and just sit here in peace and harmony and everything's going to come and flow to you, right? No, it's wrong, right? And you most probably have experienced that. Like, you may find that you can navigate some of the creations. A lot of us on the spiritual journey have the triple numbers and the car parks and, on the odd occasion, something really wild and creative, right? And then we have those down moments, right? We have those moments where nothing seems to be working and we blame it on the moon cycle or, Mercury retrograde or whatever it might be. The stars are not aligned. And we blame it on something else when really those things may influence you when you're in your body functioning, right? But when you are really aligned with your higher vibration, with your super conscious, what I call the higher self energy, the wisdom of your soul, those things should not influence you because you are aligned here and you're not as reliant on external sources outside of you. So there's 3 things, 3 ways that your creations can be getting. Let's wait a minute. Let me back up. There are 3 what I call structures, right? And this is where science moves into mixing with the ancient wisdom. There are 3 structures that are involved for you to really look at what's going on with your manifestation, right? The first one is stuck. If you're manifesting something that you find is your higher self is really like, this is my soul's path. I want to attract the love of my life. I want to attract my divine partner. I want to be in a direct alignment with the soul that is contracted with me for me to meet this time around, for us to be in a conscious relationship, not in a trauma-based body matching relationship, right? I want to be up here. If you have your unconscious that has been programmed by your growing up, by your family, by the society that you lived in, peer group pressure, past lives, generational history, whatever it might be, that has given you the information that you have hooked onto and decided that you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not perfect, you're insignificant, whatever your flavor of dysfunction is. When you listen to that and is so deeply ingrained within you, you will be stuck in your creation, where there's too many outside influences for you to make any movement forward towards what it is that you want to create. Now, let me just stop here for a moment. If you haven't been following my journey, this is 365 days of being on YouTube and giving my support, my beliefs, and crazy journey of 3 shooting stars to meeting, make peace, pain to make peace, all sorts of crazy experiences that I've had. Jump back in. This is day 50, right? Jump back into day 30 and get a bit of an overview of how to create, because that's going to give you, all the pieces together. And subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell for when we put new stuff on. And if you like this information, throw a like on here as well, so I know what is jumping out at my audience, and then I can give you more of that stuff, right? To give you more value. So if you're in a place where you've got too many things that are getting in the way, you will not move forward with your creation, right? That you won't be able to manifest it, and you'll feel stuck. There'll be things going on within your body, right? Like maybe your heart's closed, maybe your throat chakra is closed, maybe there's a dysfunction within your solar plexus, whatever it might be. You have so much resistance that you don't go anywhere. The second way of structure that is when you're not getting what you want is what I call oscillating, right? Now, this is a little bit better than the stuck because there's at least some movement. So you've got this desired end result of, I want to create an amazing, magical experience, meet the love of my life, all the things. And so you've got this over here and you're moving towards it. But if you haven't cleaned this up in your current reality that says, I'm insignificant, I don't belong, I'm not good enough, whatever your flavor is, right? Whatever that is, if you haven't cleaned that up, when you're moving towards this end result, which, by the way, when you're at this end result of love of your life, you can imagine that your identity is, I am good enough because now I've got what I want. Now I've got the prize. Now I've got the gift. Now I'm aligned with my soul's journey and I feel strong and confident and self-assured and all the things, right? When you're here, your identity is, yes, I am significant. Yes, I am good enough, right? Well, if you haven't cleaned that up here in your current reality, you're going to start moving towards it. But you'll get to a certain point where this part and this part do not match. And so you can never get the prize because your frequency is not the right vibration. Your vibration is not the right frequency, should I say better, right? And so you'll just go back into that belief system that's somewhere stuck within your nervous system that you're not good enough, right? There's another way that that can play out as well. You may go, I'm here and this is what I want to create. And over here, you get to the prize, right? You might meet the love of your life. But because you haven't cleaned up that I'm not good enough, you can't sustain it. And you'll stuff it up somehow. Something will happen to end the relationship or to create it to be a negative experience. And there you are back in the identity of not feeling good enough. So you have to clean up your field and the things that are in the way that are holding you back from getting all the things that are sitting there in your vibrational escrow, as Esther and Jerry Hicks talk about, right? Like Abraham Hicks talks about the law of attraction, right? This is the nitty gritty of it, guys. If you're a law of attraction type of person and you've been following it and wondering why it's not working, this is it, okay? So you've got to clean that vibration up in your current reality so that you can get to that end result. Now, the third structure is the one that we all want and is absolutely beautiful and feels amazing. And this is when you're in flow. And this is the one that Abraham talks about, right? So here we are, we've got a desire that we've thrown into our escrow, if I'm going to start talking the language of Abraham Hicks, throwing it out into the vortex or the escrow, right? I think they talk vortex these days. And now it's a given. It's already been given, and now you've just got to vibrationally match that. And when you're in flow, then what happens is you just start incrementally moving towards that. And how does that happen? Something comes to you, you get an idea, an inspired action, you take action on it, and you move the needle, or you jump to that next level, that next rung of the ladder, or, whatever you want to call it. Give an analogy, right? And then you're here at this new path, this new set point, and something comes up, right? Where you're, like you didn't get the result you thought you were going to get on there. And so it bubbles up, there's not good enough. So you see it, you experience it, you don't get triggered by it, you don't go into doubt and, disbelief and all of the things, and you don't do self-sabotage. You just go, I see that. I know that it's there and it's actually not true. And so I'm going to clean that vibration up because it doesn't serve me and it's not mine anymore. And you clean it up and you listen again. There's some more information. And so you take that next rung of the ladder. And each time you move forward, you're going into this beautiful place where you're matching up with what it is that you desire. Now, this can take seconds. It can take days. It can take weeks. It depends on what your belief is. But when you really, truly manifest in accordance with your divine soul wisdom, this is how miracles happen, right? True knowing, not belief, but certainty that this is what it is that I am willing and choosing to experience. And you just match up with it right now, and it manifests right now into your life, into your moment. But you've got to clean this stuff up here first. So why is it that my manifestations, you may be asking, right? Why is it that my manifestations are feeling stuck? The reason being is because you don't believe, or there's something within you, a vibration that is holding you back. Now, it might be that you don't believe. It may be that you do believe, but there's something within your DNA where a generation past has had the same experience and didn't get the end result that they wanted, and it's now stuck in your DNA. So it could be generational in your bloodline. It could be from a past life. There are so many things that can hold you back from getting this end result. So it's cleaning this up here so that you can get to this. And there is a beautiful, easy, simple formula of how to do that. And that's what I teach in my Conscious Creator Circle, where we go through the process and we clean up the vibration so that we are just energetically aligning and matching. And that is all of the steps that are required to get to that end result, right? So if you're interested, want to find out more, know that there's something to clean up that you know, is holding you back, and you know that you've got this end result that you really want to have, and you know deep in your soul that this is what you're supposed to experience, but you've got something that's going on and you just can't get to it yourself. You don't understand how to get to it. You don't know what's holding you back. Jump in below, check out my website, grab a call, and let's have a talk. Take care.